to you. Coming to you real quick this afternoon. Matter of fact, let me lock the door because I have somebody trying to get in. Matter of fact, it's such a nice day. We're gonna do it outside. We're gonna do this one right here outside. It's such a nice day. Let's go out here. Let's see. I decided I'm gonna do my show outside today. It's such a nice day. So if y'all hear me talking, I'm not crazy. I'm out here. I'm talking online. All right. Y'all give me a second. Let me set everything up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is a lot better. I'm gonna swing this around. Swing it around just a little bit. Okay, yeah, this even better. Yeah, I decided to come outside. It rained earlier, but the rain has gone away. Kind of cooled things off. It was so hot, so I wanted to come out here and just kind of sit. Don't get to sit out here much. The way I used to do it. Now I actually like being outside a little bit better. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. We I got to shoot a commercial real quick, so that's why I got on the old-fashioned ice cream shirt. I got to shoot up a commercial because we actually got another competition going on. We're gonna be doing another challenge. This time it's gonna be a Rocky Road challenge. We're going up against Lumpy's Ice Cream. Lumpy's is an ice cream parlor up in Wake Forest, North Carolina. And right now they're like in the finalists. It's like three ice cream parlors going on right now for like best of Carolinas. He's been doing it over 20 some years. He makes over 400 some flavors. He don't keep 400 flavors in stock, but he goes through about 400 flavors, every year, rotating them in and out. So he's big time, and he does it for like I think the Carolina. He does it like for the Carolina Hurricanes. He do it for the state fair. So it's gonna be big time, and like they say, a Chihuahua beat a pit bull in his backyard. I gotta actually go to his actual establishment. So we're gonna do it at his ice cream parlor on July the 23rd at 4 o'clock. I'll put more stuff out tomorrow about it. But I got to shoot the videos and stuff, let people know we're going there. But I'm looking forward to it. Rocky Road, I figure a really good Rocky Road. I never tasted his Rocky Road. I tasted a couple of his flavors. His maple walnut, I tasted that. He goes at it a little different approach than we do. I've tasted his butter pecan. What else I've tasted his? I've tasted like his vanilla. So I've tasted several of his different ice cream, and I'm anxious to see how his Rocky Road. I never seen his Rocky Road out there, and I have not went up there to actually to get a sample. A lot of people say you going to go sample. I was like nah because I don't want to have all this stuff going through my head. I want to keep mine as simple as possible. My ice cream, majority of my flavors have less than 4 ingredients. Pretty much 80-90% of my flavors have less than 4 ingredients. And I want to keep it that way. Sometimes if you go there and you start looking at what they're doing and what they got on, it'll get you away from what you do. And you start trying to get to them instead of making them come to you. So we're gonna actually see. But today I'm gonna be talking about you don't need any funding to start a business. Uh, that's one of the misconceptions I see a lot of people talking about. A lot of people talking about getting some business credit to go get funding to start a business, especially an appliance repair business. Appliance repair business, you don't need no take out no loan for that. Appliance repair business is one of these businesses that you can really bootstrap. That you got to learn the trades. You got to get out here and actually learn the trade. Once you learn the trade, that trade would then make the money for you. If you go out and somebody just give you a boatload of money to actually try to start a business, you're going to mess the money up. You are. And I think that's the main purpose why people want that. Why they say they want funding and all this money. Because they just want to get the money, go spend it on something else. And they don't want to be held responsible for it. So that's, I think, why the real reason why they want to go out and get funding. Because they want to be able to go do something else with the money and not really spending the money for what it's intentional to. That's something I always thought was crazy when people say they got to write a business plan before they get going in the business. You just sit down and write a business plan. Uh, if you never done a business before, it's almost impossible to write a business plan. Now you go out and you do your research and stuff to research the market to see where you fit in at and what if you can actually make the money there. But the business plan, you don't really. The business plan happens from you actually doing business. The business plan is really your processes and procedures. Now you can go out and buy somebody processes and procedures, like what I done with the ice cream parlor. I went out and I purchased an actual boot camp business plan where somebody had done it for 25 plus years, and they gave me their processes and procedures how they done it, and from there you can start doing it that way, and that'll get you going down the right road. But eventually you're gonna make some changes and make it your own. That's why I done here with the ice cream parlor. And those people who have bought the appliance boot camp, that's what they do also. They go out and they actually purchase the appliance boot camp, and they get my business plan, how I ran my business for 20 some for almost 20 years. As a matter of fact, a little bit more than 20 years. I ran my appliance repair business. So you get that, and what that does, it allows you to actually skip away from some of those obstacles and stuff, or how to maneuver around the obstacles and stuff that's going to pop up from running a business. So that's why I want to just say you ain't gotta have no money. You need to learn the skill, get out here and get going. Once you get out here and get going, the money will come, and it'll come at the right time, because you might be thinking, oh, this is how I'm going to run my business. This is what I want to do, and then you get going and you realize, nah, I don't want to go that route. Um, because I had thought about, and I'm glad I didn't. I was gonna, I thought the thing to do was for me to go out here and to get and start doing all these huge festivals. Just every weekend, I'm gonna be chasing festivals and do huge festivals. Well, this year I tried doing that, and I realized early on I don't want to be out there doing huge festivals. I'd much rather do little smaller festivals around my immediate area, and to actually get us more visibility, to actually push more people back into the store. I want to push them back into the store as much as possible. So the events and stuff that this past season, I said I would, because the guy that I bought the business plan from, he didn't go outside his store. He had enough getting the nets right here. He had enough traffic that actually kept him in his store, so he didn't ever do anything mobile. So I kind of put that on myself, the mobile, and I kind of took advice from people who are strictly mobile. People who are strictly mobile, they have to go and get the biggest festivals and stuff they can to make their money, versus people who have actual brick and mortars. You can play it two ways. You can have a division that's all they do, go out hit these big events, or you can do it like I plan to do it, where I'm going to hit the local events more so for visibility and to capture market share and bring people back into the actual store. This is where I plan to make my money. So you learn that. And if I had went out and just threw a bunch of money into going mobile and trying to uh, get all across the state, I would whatchamacall. I'd be in actual trouble right now because because I found out that I didn't like it, and I had money spent. Versus the way that I'm doing it now, where I went at it and I took a small stab at it, and I realized I like the smaller markets. You still make a couple of thousand, which is good, but I ain't out there chasing no huge stuff. And same thing with your appliance repair. Don't go out here trying to go get a bunch of money and saying you're going to go ahead and you're going to hire, get all these vans and get all these, going to hire all these technicians and stuff, and you haven't gotten out there and done it. You might find out once you get out there and you start running your appliance repair business, you might find out that you enjoy being a one or two man shop better than you do being a huge operation. I personally, I enjoyed the one and two man shop. Uh, that, that was my bread and butter, and I loved it. I loved two subs is good. Me and another sub was excellent, but two subs was good. With two subs, hey, how y'all doing? With two subs, I didn't have to go out and do any work. Um, but that kind of caused me to get in trouble other ways because I like they say a idle mind is a devil workshop. For me, the best thing for me was me and another sub where I was out running service calls and whatnot, and then for a couple of days, 1 or 2 days out the week, and that's other sub running service calls, and that was a good mix for me. It kept me out of trouble. It kept me in really immersed into the business. I made something probably the most money I ever made during those times because I was into a day-to-day operation of the business. I could see stuff that needed to be taken care of. Same thing with this ice cream parlor right now. Me being able to come here every day and actually sit around and look at stuff and put my hands on stuff, I actually see little things that needs to be changed and tweaked and put in place. And we actually now, because I'm out here being able to spend a lot more time in it, devote a lot more attention to it, it has now actually started to really do well. I tell people it's kind of like a garden. You know, you go, you can people. And I hear people say this all the time who's trying to start their businesses. They be like, they done all the stuff you're supposed to do to start a business. They said, I got my LLC, I got my EIN, I got my web page. I go out and I go out and I market to people and stuff. But it just won't do anything because they're not really working the business. And so it's kind of like a garden. If you were to go out hey, how y'all doing? All right, doing great. If you were to go out and actually plow up your garden and actually disc it up and put seeds in the ground and then just walk away from it and go in your house and just sit down and think that it's gonna grow up and it's gonna sprout up and it's gonna start bearing fruit. I got a rude awakening for you. It's not gonna do it because what's gonna happen? The weeds gonna eat it. The crow's gonna get it. It's not gonna get enough water. The rain might drown it. All that stuff. You gotta be out there daily, tending to that garden. Where you chopping the grass away from it, you putting sevens dust on it to keep the bugs off of it. You gotta go out there and tend to it and see what's going on with it. But the same thing with your business. You just don't build a business and then just go home and sit down and think it's just going to happen. You got to be out there tending to it every day, and you got to be out there looking at it and seeing what the health of it is. Sometimes with the business, it might not. When you plant your seeds and stuff like that, if you got a garden, sometimes you have to give it time to germinate. And during that time of germination and stuff, there's still things that you still need to be doing. You need to be going out, especially if you're going to be, uh, uh, say you're going to have string beans and stuff. You gotta start getting ready to get your bottles and stuff to can them. You gotta start figuring out what days you are going to go pick them, who's going to pick them. All that stuff you gotta start planning to get going. And that's the stuff that you're doing in that process. You can't just do it once it gets there, because once the harvest time comes, you ain't got time to be planning all that stuff. Like right now, we're in harvest time with this ice cream. So with this, right now, I'm just here making sure we can get the workout. We're getting the workout, and I'm looking at stuff that needs to be changed. I'm tweaking stuff that I can change. But right now, we just got so much stuff moving right now. I can't do no major changes. I need to get through this season And then from the end of this season, I'll go back and I'll make the bigger major changes and stuff that we need to make. And that's the same thing you do with your appliance repair business. Right now, you're in the major city, major season right now. The weather just starting to get there. We're in the refrigeration season. Same thing with these refrigeration seasons and stuff. You what you call it? You can't be out here now making those huge changes and stuff. You got to get out here and get through the season, make your money. If you're somebody who wants to get into seal systems, you need to get through and make your money now. You don't want to. You want to get through, make your money now. Get through the refrigeration season and start planning. That hey, when the off season hit, all right, y'all be good, man. I want to be like y'all when I grow up. So your plan is to get through now and make your money because you don't want to take the time where you should be making your money right now, trying to learn a trade, because you're gonna miss out because it's gonna cost you money to actually learn it. You know, to learn seal systems right now, you're gonna mess up a lot of people refrigerators. Unfortunately, you're gonna mess up some refrigerators. You're gonna have to pay some money to get the equipment. You have to pay some money for the training. You don't want to go and do that right now, the time when you're supposed to be making money. You're gonna get all these people you're gonna run into all these refrigerators that say they need seal system repair, and you're gonna feel like, man, I need to be doing it. I got all this money that's leaving. No, your thing now to get your money, stack it up. Once you stack your money up, when the off season comes, that's when you go get trained. So now you got enough money to go buy your equipment. You got enough money now to go get the training, and you got enough money to actually get you through those hiccups of actually learning how to actually do the seal system. So then once the actual next season come around for the seal systems, you will now have that training up under your belt, and you can now actually start to go out here and actually take advantage of the seal system refrigeration season, and take advantage of the seal systems where you actually can increase your actual cost per call going up. What you're actually getting in. So yeah, so don't try to learn something during the harvest time. Please don't do that. Do that training and stuff in the off season after you made your money and you get your money stacked up. That's all I'm coming to you today. Just talking real quick. I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the comments. Um, okay, this one right here. I can't. I should have done a screen yard so I could see. I could actually show it to the screen. I can't show it to the screen because I'm doing YouTube. Um, Ryan Gore. So what's going on, Mike? Ryan from Dallas, Texas. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? 66 Reflections. So how you doing, Mike? What's up, ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? 66 Reflections. But yeah, so that's what you want to do. Enjoy the harvest, make your money, and then you from there, that's when you let me see if I can get that down. Okay, well, it'll go down in a second. After you make your money, then you go and make your changes. Same thing I'm doing here in the actual ice cream parlor business. Um, I found out some things I need to change here to actually be more streamlined and whatnot. Can't do it right now because right now I'm in the harvest season. So now I need to get out here and make as much money as I possibly can. I'm not going to be as profitable as I could be, simply because, hey, how you doing? Simply because I can't make those changes. But next season come around, we will be able to make those changes, and we'll be able to take advantage of it. Also, this weekend, I'm starting to bring in the kettle corn. So those people who are actually interested in the kettle corn, we're going to be taking that this weekend to the actual farmers market. So twice a month, I'm going to be taking that to the actual farmers market, and we're going to see how that do. Because what I want to do, I want to actually get the kettle corn actually getting it introduced to the community. The name of the kettle corn is Old Fashioned Kettle Corn. We're keeping the same name, like we got Old Fashioned ice cream, we got Old Fashioned Kettle Corn. So Old Fashioned Kettle Corn will be coming out, and we're going to be changing the actual logos and stuff on the bags to reflect that. This season, we're going to be doing a lot more fundraisers with the old-fashioned kettle corn, and we'll actually find out how this kettle corn stuff actually works, and see if it's as profitable as the ice cream. It's worked. Hey, how y'all doing, brother? All right. It's worked very well in the past. I haven't been able to push it as uh, uh, haven't been able to push it as fast as I wanted to because the ice cream took off. So with that, we kind of just letting it kind of set in limbo. But it's waking back up this time, and the way we're doing it, my son and my daughter, they're actually running the actual ice cream at the actual farmers market, and I'll be running the kettle corn. So with that, we're gonna kind of see how it goes and see where I need to make changes. Black 1221 2. Does your ice cream business take a huge dip in sales during the winter months? No, it actually stays pretty consistent. In the winter months, what we do, we actually shorten our business hours. So instead of us being open 6 days a week, we're then just open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're open just 4 days. And what that does, it pushes all our sales to those 4 days, and so we still the sales still remains the same, but we have less labor involved. So we just open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the sales stay the same, and we're open a shorter amount of time during the winter months. So we only open until 6 o'clock. So I have less labor, and then I only got to have like maybe two people on staff at that time, and I still make the same amount of sales. So now sales, the money still stays about the same. My other ice cream parlor that I'm opening up in Rocky Mount, the walk up parlor, we're gonna close that one during the winter time because that's gonna be just my retirement, my money, and I don't I don't want to be dealing with that during the winter time. So my goal is to work 5 months, then 7 months out the year. I have that to actually my wife and I to travel, go do things that we like. We're starting to do a little bit more stuff, adventure out. Next week, like I said, we're gonna be going to a concert. No, no, we used to say one time we could go somewhere else on the weekend. Now we able to get and do stuff in the middle of the week and stuff. So we're starting to venture out a little bit more. And like I said, I want to work 5 months, and then I have 7 months to actually go out and do some things and spend time with family, friends. I'm gonna spend more time with my mom and her parents too. So what we'll do, we'll actually go down, visit them a lot more during those 7 months. Maybe one day we might have some grandkids. That'll be the time that we'll go see grandkids and stuff like that. So we're getting into that routine. Hey, what's going on, JT? JT, JT says, how many votes we need to get you to do the funnel cakes? Right? Yeah, I don't want to get into the funnel cakes, mainly because of the grease. Once you start getting into the grease and stuff, then I have to start worrying about actual the actual daggone it fire hood and fire suppression and stuff. The kettle corn, we do all of that outdoors. We don't do none of that indoors, so I don't have to worry about no grease hood. I don't have to worry about no fire suppression. All I have to have is just my fire extinguisher. So I got a fire extinguisher in my actual trailer, and I got one in the actual van. And so and we got what I'm doing to the actual. You all seen some of the stuff we done to the actual ice cream wagon, I'm calling it. But I have an actual awning that we're putting on the side of it. So what we'll be able to do when we go to events, my daughter and them, and my daughter and my son, they or whoever, my son and whoever. Right now it's my daughter, because she's seeing the money that he's getting out there every weekend. She wants to jump in the trailer. This in the weekends when we go to events, they actually handle the trailer, and I actually handle the actual kettle corn. And what I'll do, I can just pull the awning off of the side of the actual ice cream van, and I have an awning, so I don't have to set up no tent or nothing. I just set my table down, and I'm ready to go. So it won't be no setup or anything. And I have all my water and all and sink and all that in the trailer right behind me, so I can go in the trailer and wash my hands and all that stuff. So I got all that stuff all set up, ready to go. But also, JT, I set up aside two people. I set up aside one person with lemonade at the farmers market. I done a video, but I had it on time warp and messed it up. They done pretty good with the actual ice cream. I would still like to go up against one of them as a challenge. Also, we're doing an actual challenge July 23rd against another ice cream parlor, Lumpy's, over in Wake Forest. Um, I got to bring two judges. I try to get two. I got the mayor going from here. I try to get the town get our elected officials to go. 'Cause it allows us then to actually promote Selma to bring people back and I can get the newspapers and stuff out. So I got the mayor going. I got to check with our county commissioner, see if Mr. Godwin, if he's available. If he's not available, if you're available, JT, I'd like for you to be one of the judges if Mr. Godwin is not available. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. Stoker Reviews said, "What's up, ABC?" All right. Ben Nash. Ben Nash said, "I'm working on my trailer right now, doing demo." Yep. We've been working on the trailers, and we've been working on the trailers, the dump truck. Um, uh, we've been working on the buildings. We've been doing a lot of work back there the last couple of weeks. So you seen the ice cream. I call it ice cream wagon. You saw that we got the logos and stuff on it. We got the wrap on it. This week we put the reverse cameras on it. We put the actual. We put a bigger inverter because the inverter we had just wasn't. It just couldn't. If I had the deep freezer in there, and I had the actual trailer plugged in, it just didn't have enough juice. It won't put 1,500 watts, so it just didn't have enough juice to actually power everything. So every couple of minutes, you hear a beep and it's going off. So what we done, I put an extra battery back there. I went to a 3,000 watt inverter. So we got that in there. Uh, like I said, we got the reverse camera, all that hooked up. And now we're just gonna put the awning on the side. So the awning should be here this week. Next week we'll have the awning on the side, and we'll be done with that trailer, that truck and trailer combo. I'm gonna go in and repaint the actual trailer and stuff after this season, because it's just working in there and stuff. It's a tight fit. I just need to have it repainted. I'm gonna repaint the floors, repaint the walls. I need to pull the actual ceiling off over the little overhang we have. Slick told me to do it, but I didn't listen to him. So we're gonna make some of those changes in the next couple of weeks too. Also tomorrow, I'll be out at the actual container site. This will be my my third go at a concrete guy. This concrete guy is looking real promising. I'm gonna meet him out there tomorrow. My goal is to get the concrete down in the next 2 weeks. Once I get the concrete down, then we're gonna just set the container there. So next, it'll be the week after, because this week coming up, I gotta go to a concert. I got something to do Monday and Tuesday. We might get done. It won't take but like 3 days to rough in the actual trailer. So next week we'll actually get the trailer roughed in and get it painted on the outside, and then from there we'll actually we'll what you call we'll get it ready to actually be ready to set on the pad. So once they get the concrete pad there, all we gotta do is just set them and we're good. BK from the Rockies said, "What's good, ABC?" Hey, how you doing, BK? Myron Webster said, "What's up, Mike and ABC fam?" Hey, how you doing? Untamed Kango. Howdy, folks. Howdy, Mike. What's up, JT? Dropping all sorts of avenues. Yeah, no doubt. Thanks. Trey. Okay, what Trey said? Okay, Trey. I need help with my shipping container idea. I already have a trailer. Where do I sign up? Go to appliancebootcamp.com and you can buy the ice cream parlor bootcamp. And with the ice cream parlor bootcamp, I'm actually doing a shipping container. I got an 8x20 shipping container that I retrofitting it into a walk-up ice cream parlor. I paid for the architect and to go in and do the engineering for it. If you're in North Carolina, It has all the North Carolina laws. It has on the plans and stuff all the North Carolina laws and everything on there so they can pass through inspection. And you don't. It tells what North Carolina laws and stuff. It says you don't have to have a bathroom as long as you're seasonal, so you don't have to have a bathroom in there. And that 8x20 shipping container, as long as you get an 8x20, you're fine. I'm not having any windows on the sides or the back because right now it's in what we call an underserved neighborhood, or as we like to call the hood. It's in the actual hood, and so what I need to do, I need to close it up during the winter times and when I'm not there, and when I close it up, I don't want to have anything where it can be vandalized. All I'm gonna do this season, I'm just gonna paint it, and I'm gonna put what we call banners on top. So the banners on top will have all the logos and stuff on it, and it's gonna be good. And we'll open it. Hey, how you doing? Uh, doing, doing good, babe. So we'll have not the awnings, the actual double doors. The double doors will open up when they get ready to go to work, and when those double doors open up, it have the menus on both sides of the door, and then it just be a walk up window and a door right there for them to get in. We're not gonna make any ice cream there. There we're gonna still make the ice cream here at the actual store, and we're just gonna transport it over there. I'm gonna start off working at that store, so I'll be in there working, just getting a feel for the community, getting a feel for what actually they need there, getting it up and running, training the people, and then eventually I will actually step away and it'll just constantly keep running. I'm gonna have an actual store manager that's going to be that will actually make the ice cream here, make the ice cream for our wholesale, because we still wholesale to several different ice cream parlors. They can make the money, make the ice cream for the wholesalers, make the ice cream for here, make the ice cream for the actual mobile trailers that we have, and they'll make the ice cream for the actual shipping container, and they'll do the deliveries and stuff. So that would be their job to make the ice cream, set the schedules for people who's working, order product, just run the actual business, and I'll actually watch it, watch them and watch the numbers, and like I say, I'll come in and if need be to fill in when somebody's not here. I might not even do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna probably just watch the numbers and watch and make sure that we have everything we need. And like I say, we'll be around here from May until like September, and then after that, that's when we'll take our vacations and stuff. Um, and I'm looking forward to it. This season right here will be the first season where we can take a little bit of the vacations. We're not going to be able to travel as much as we that I probably won't be able to travel as much because I haven't had a full season over in Rocky Mount, so I'm not stacked as cash wise as much as I should. Um, but we're gonna take one or two trips. We already just took one trip. We went to Aruba. We was out there, so we're gonna take another one in November, December. I know I have to go to Seattle in November. So while I'm over there in Seattle, I have like maybe 3 days in Seattle. I might then. My wife like Hawaii. I like it, but I can't take the travel, the flying that far, that much. So while I'm over in Seattle, we that give me I'm there for 3 days. That give me enough time to get myself together and take another leg. So I might whatchamacall. I might go from Seattle over to Hawaii in November. Stay there for 1 or 2 days, maybe 3 or 4 days, and then from Hawaii, come back and we might stop in Houston or someplace. I need to get out to Texas to do something for another company, so that might give me a chance to go to Texas or New Orleans, out that area on my way back, and that give me a chance to stop and get myself together again. Trey, uh, David Lane. So what's up, family? All right, hey, what's going on, David Lane? But that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's the thing too. When I was growing up, everybody told you you had to go work for you need to go get a job for the state and work or for the government. And the reason people wanted to do that, you can retire. You get a job when you're 20. You can retire before you're 50. Working for the state or working for the government. You retire at 50. You still got a great life. You need to go get that and get because you can retire. I think it was 20 years or 30 years. You can retire from the federal government or retire from the military and stuff. And a lot of people looked at that because they say you really still early. You retire early enough where you still got a lot of life left, and you can go do other stuff and live. And that's what people wanted. But you can still do that and retire early with an appliance repair business. Appliance repair, to be honest with you, I was really retired by the time I was 35. The life I'm pretty much doing now, I've been doing it since I was like 35. So I've been pretty much retired since I was like 35. But now I'm acknowledging it a lot more because I don't have the energy to keep doing all the stuff I used to do. Now I'm a little bit more conservative with what I have to do. I know that, like I said, I got to finish that ice cream parlor, and so I'm finishing that. I'm not taking on any other projects until I get that done. I'm not trying to rush and force that to get done and get myself over, as they say, over a barrel where I have to get back in that van or have to go make some money to try to take care of it. I'm not doing that. So what I'm doing, I'm just taking my time, letting it pay for itself, and that's great. And then I know once I get this ice cream parlor done, and then I know I have two houses left. So as soon as we finish the ice cream parlor, we're gonna come back. I was gonna start on it in the fall, but I decided I'm gonna wait and not start on it in the fall. I'm gonna wait and start on it in the spring, mainly because that's when my cash flow start back coming back in with my ice cream parlors. I want to make sure the ice cream parlors are putting out doing well, and I'll take the cash from the ice cream parlors. I don't have another ice cream parlor to build. I'll take the cash from the ice cream parlors, and I'll use that to finish the first house. I like to get both of them done. They side by side. I like to get the both of them done in the same year, next year. But if I don't, I'll do one next year and the one after that. And then after that, I'm totally done unless I can find me some land. I'm still looking for some land to have like a little mini farm. If I find some land with a mini farm, we will actually put us a little condominium on there, a little maybe a 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, little condominium on there, just for us to get away, and I do that, and that's kind of why I'm kind of keeping my money, that's why I don't want to get into a lot of different investments, because if some land pop up, I want to have the cash ready to go get it. I want to have the cash ready to actually be able to finish this out, with no problem. Shout out to Mr. Speed. And JT might have saw it too. He sent us a nice little business venture you could get that he's getting into, and he sent that out to us. And I was looking at it. I actually been thinking about it quite a bit, but right now I only playing with about 150, 200. Be honest with you, that's all I got really to play with out here. The deal that it came about, you 50,000 was the minimum it would take to get in. You could do a 50,000 buy-in, or you could do a 250. That 50,000 buy-in, you get all your money back in 5 years. You get your 50,000 back, and you can still keep getting payments on it for the next. You get payments for really 8 years. The first 2 years, you wouldn't get any payments. You wouldn't get no dividend payments out of the deal. But it's a 10-year deal. The first 2 years, you don't get no payments if you put in 50,000. You start getting payments on the third year, and the third year all the way to the 10th year. So you're getting 8 years of getting payments, and you almost get 160, 180,000 back. So they give you all your money back. Um, um, after 5 years, you'll get your 50,000 back while you still getting dividends on your money, and then you'll continue getting payments all the way to the 10th year. The 10th year, you'll still get payments, and about the payments look at going to be about 160, 170 that you'll be getting. But what really looked good was that 250. That 250, you get payments. You get the people who put in the 250. You get payments from from the first year on. So the first year you get a little payment. Second year you get a little payment. The fifth year you get your 250,000 back, and you'll continue getting your money all the way to the end of the 10th year. At the 10th year, you end up you doing like I think it's like 1.2, 1.3 million that 250 is going to bring you. And these right here are it's not no DJ Envy type type of stuff or anything like that. These are real business deals that Mr. Speed actually do. He's actually doing them now, and I was so happy to see JT name on there when he sent it out. He sent the deal out to me and JT to look at it, see if we want to get in. Him and his daughter are actually doing them now, and I was happy to see they go my man JT there. I was happy to see that on there. That 250 looked real good. That 250 looked real good. I said I could dump my two because it went through my head. Okay, because from what I've read, from what I was reading, I'm gonna call and make a appointment though to talk to him. But from what I read, you got about 6 7 months before it's time to ante up. By that time, I'll be done with my ice cream parlor, and I have my cash. I would go to 250. I'll send on my put my 250 out there, um, and maybe set on those set on those houses for a little bit, and come back and in 10 years, I have my 250 back in 5 years to go be able to go back and finish my houses, and I'll be collecting money from still all the way up to 10 years, and it amount to a little more than a million or something, and it looked really good, looked really good, and it looked really good, and those are the type of things that I get approached with quite a bit. Some of them I take. I've done Mr. Speed wealth of knowledge, and he always sent me some good deals, stuff that to get in on, and we went in on a couple. I think we done one lending trust together, or two. We either done one or two lending trusts together. It might have been I don't can't remember. We might have done two or either one. Kind of like hard money lending that we done. But this one right here is something that a lot of people are doing, and I like it because these deals right here actually have hard assets attached to them. So if something goes wrong, you get the hard asset and you can make it right and get yourself together. And they buying the hard assets at a good price. So, but that's what we're sitting at right now. I'm here enjoying this. Man, this is nice. This is nice to be able to come here and actually. I'm going to turn the camera around, let y'all see exactly what's going on. Right across the street over there, that's going to be a bookstore, and the husband and wife team, they're doing it cash flowing. They're not taking out any loans. They building it themselves. They're here every night with friends and family, building their bookstore the same way we've done it, and they got it going on. It looks good. She actually she might already she put in her resignation from her job. She said she got to be down here full time looking at her business, so she put in her resignation in. They'll be open this month in July, and this is what feels good to come down here to actually be amongst people who actually entrepreneurship, the businesses, putting them together, to feel the energy, seeing people putting their blood, sweat, and tears in this stuff. It's great, man, and they not asking for no. That's her husband right there in the doorway. All that work you see in there, from hanging the AC to everything, he has done it. He has a construction company. He does that during the day. When he gets off work, Him and his buddies come here. They work with the construction company with him. Him and his buddy come here. It's three of them that work together at that company. I think I know. I think three of them work together. I see it's mainly three of them that comes in here. But when he gets off work and on the weekends, they're here late at night doing it, and people come here, sit around, talk, and while they work and have a good time. They cook on the grill out back, and that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it used to be in our community. My grandfather and all them. They needed to get something done. They was able to do themselves. Him and his my grandfather and his friends, his brothers and them. They didn't go nowhere and have to hire nobody to do anything. They done it themselves, and it means so much more, and it saves you so much more money. Look at all the money that they're saving. They building all of the book cabinets and everything in there he has built, and and they put it in, and it's great. It's great, and that's the way it's supposed to be. We supposed to still be able to do that. Unfortunately, when I get ready to start building, most of the time when I'm doing a project, you know, I'm the only person out there that's when I get ready to do something. I'm by myself most of the time. When I'm doing it. I have to go out there by myself and do it. If somebody do come, I'm paying them, and they don't know no more about it than I do, and they just they're not skilled labor. They just a laborer. That's all they are. Man, hold this right here. Go get this right here. Go get that. That's all they really are. They're not really there to help me out. So I take that back. The last couple of times I took on a project, I will say Slick came through, and Slick helps a lot because Slick knows just as much, if not more, about about what we're doing than I do, and it looks good. So, but up until then, I ain't got nobody to help me. I ain't got no friends that when they get off work, hey, we're gonna have a couple of beers, and I'm gonna cook on the grill, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna frame out some windows for my wife's store, and just hang out. And the friends' wives come up here, and that's what you send the wives and the friends here. That's what they do. They drink a couple of beers. They got a grill in the back. They grill. They've been doing it for about 2 or 3 months, and they taking the time. Same thing with you saw when I was going there with Sergio. Him and his friends. That's what they do when they got off work. They come up there at night, um, have a couple of beers, and they have food out there. The wives and the kids come out there. They talk, and everybody sit there and build his store out, and build his apartment out. We got to get back to where we can do that too. A lot of times, what we have where we have to pay everybody. Um, we have to pay everybody, and it gets to a point where it just take all your money and it take all your resources. If you have to pay for every little thing that you need, it gets to a point where it take all your resources and stuff. Uh, and it's hard to do it. It limits the amount of projects you can do, um, uh, that you can do, because you limited resource wise. I've what's called. I hope they ain't listening. Yes, they are listening. I don't matter. They need to hear it because I told them too. Um, uh, I was whatchamacallit. I was going. I had another young guy that they have taken the appliance boot camp and stuff, and they needed a little bit of help. And I said, well, I'll get him to help me finish up this shipping container. So it would take me about a week. I'll give him 1 or 2 weeks so I could talk to him and stuff. And 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 yesterday, if you listening, man, it ain't no hardship. It ain't no hardship or anything. It ain't me being funny or anything. But it's best for you to move. Time for you to move on. And like I say, the time over for playing. You got to make this thing work. But yesterday, I told him he come to help me work. We're putting the putting the reverse cameras on the trucks. We're putting in the actual inverters and stuff like that. And show up to work with some those Nike slides, those flip flops on. You can't work with that. Okay, so I ain't say nothing about that. Then I asked him. I said, "Go get me a pair go get me a pair vice grips. I say, you know what vice grips are? No, I don't. Man, you don't work with me for this is the third time coming back through. And you don't know what vice grips are. You don't come to the appliance boot camp. So I asked them what it is you want to do. I want to do appliance repair. Why you want to do appliance repair? I think that's the best thing for me. Okay. His brother took the appliance repair, and his brother is doing well. Matter of fact, I went to his brother's house the other day. That his brother had. But like I said, the house, you could tell he took pride in being there. The yard was cut. Then somebody had planted flowers and stuff. He was taking care of his stuff. And he said, "Yeah, my brother's doing excellent." Okay. Have you thought of your appliance repair business name? No, I haven't. Now let me know you ain't thinking about this appliance repair thing. Think what I need you to do for the next hour. Think about a name. Think about a name. Okay, let's go check and see if that name is available. Is it available? Yes. All right. This is. I showed him how to fill out the LLC form. He had access to the class all the time. Matter of fact, he got to come to the class for free, and he looked at it. All right, fill up that LLC form. All right, you got $125. Yep. Okay, you own your own. Go ahead and go. So, cash out me the hours you work. You go ahead and go, and you go start your own business. Cause I said, I'm at the point I don't feel like doing that again. Where I gotta come and I gotta teach you what a pair of vice grips are. I gotta teach you. I gotta teach you what a pair of channel locks are. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Because what went through my mind, I said, I thought I was bringing him in to help me get a little further. Because my son helps me, but my son, he has special needs. So I said, fuck it. It ain't no difference to him than my son. I said, I can bring my son on back. Him and I just gonna do it. I ain't catching I ain't getting no further along. Matter of fact, he holds me up more. Cause I have to whatchamacall. I have to pay him like that. My son, he getting paid from the ice cream parlor. So I said, man, you go ahead and go. I called him. I texted him this morning, man. I got something else to do. Your job is send that paperwork off, look at those videos, and then you go do your own thing. I just can't do it anymore. I just don't have it. I got to put time in with my family for me. I just don't have it. I just don't have it to give anymore. With that, not only that, but I gave him a car. He don't have anything to drive or anything. I got to get rid of some of these cars and stuff I got back here. So that look, Kia Soul. I told him his father asked me, say if you find a cheap car or something, let me know. He needs something to drive. Okay, no problem. Who is it for? It's for him. Okay. Can he drive a stick? No. Can you teach him to drive a stick? Yeah. But give him this right here. Yeah, here go the keys. Go ahead and take it home. Teach him how to drive. I gotta get it from back here anyway. So go ahead. take the car and go. I told him I don't. I gotta get rid of all this stuff I got back here anyway. Take the car and go, and I'll bring it. Come over here this weekend and get the title. So you got a car, you got your LLC, move on, go. And I done the same thing for his brother. I had an extra van back there. Same thing. The van, just like that car. That car get him maybe 3 or 4 months. It's on his last leg. The van was on his last leg. I just gave it to him. Hey, take this van and get started on your appliance repair business. Took the van. That's how he got started. He got him a nice little service car now. Take that car, go ahead and start your business, and just and go ahead and go. Go ahead and go, because I just don't have it. I just don't have it in me no more to do that. I'm gonna read a little bit what we have here, and this is true stuff. I'm telling you all true stuff. All right. Ben Nash said, "Come on through Houston, Slick. Help me with this trailer." All right. Myron Webster. Mike, you describing a true community with them building and making things happen. Yeah, it is. I'll show you back. They're done, and you see the wives there, you see the husbands there. One couple just left. They come here after work, and They eat together, and it's black and white out there. And it ain't just no black thing, no white thing. It's black and white out there. They hanging out together, and they eat together, and they building together, have a couple of drinks, fun. It's great. That's stuff we should be doing. That's stuff we should be doing. Okay. Jewel tones. That's the community we need to be rebuilding. Yeah, we got to. We got to start rebuilding it. But the thing of it is, we got to get these men and women back into some skilled trades. If you're not in the skilled trades, I'll show you. Let me turn it around. Let's show you her husband truck. Let me switch it around. That's her husband truck, that green truck. So you see her husband don't have no Hellcat, no Lamborghini. He ain't got no. If most of the men, if they do have a truck, they don't put nothing in the back of it. They're scared they're gonna get it scratched up. It's more of a car than anything. He has an actual work truck. He got his equipment and all that stuff on it. And how much money you think that truck right there has made him in the last 6 months? How much money you think that truck has made him the last 6 months? And we'll go spend all our money. I just talked to somebody. They bought they bought a building, and they got a Range Rover, $100,000 Range Rover, and they whatchamacallit, ain't got no money to fix the building. And here it is. That's that truck right there. They made him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars. And not only that, that truck right there is building that building right there for his wife. Um, and that's the stuff we gotta find cool again. That's what we used. My dad called a pizza truck. My dad, my uncle, my granddad, everybody had a pizza truck. All the men in the neighborhood had a pizza truck where they could actually go out and do some work on. These men nowadays, they got all these cars and stuff. They can't do no work because they spend all day Saturday and Sunday wiping the damn car down. They rub the car more than they rub women. They would spend all day Saturday rubbing those cars, rubbing the rims and stuff down, and then drive it. And then don't want to drive it nowhere. Put it back in the garage. It's just crazy. Just crazy. I go to a car show. Sometimes they have cars and coffee, and I whatchamacallit. I drive the chick magnet out there. So when I take the chick magnet out there, I see guys out there. They don't spend 2 days washing and polishing a damn car. They get to the actual cars and coffee. They can't enjoy it because they spend all the whole time they there polishing and wiping the car. I said, how long you gonna wipe the car? No, somebody told me it take them a week to actually wash that car and stuff. I said, man, shit, I ain't gonna do that. I don't even wash mine. I drive it out there, and I don't care if nobody touch it. People get in it. Only thing I tell the kids, I gotta put a chain on there to lock the actual gear because the kids like to move the levers and stuff. I don't mind that, but they knock it out of gear. And I had that happen at the actual. School during the. Y'all gone? All right. I saw they putting everybody out. They messed up and pushed them out. Oh, she done messed it up. Okay, I figured that. I figured that would be the one. If one was gonna do it, I figured you'd be the one to do it. Yeah, I figured if one was gonna do it, you'd be the one to do it. Yeah, I figured you would be the one to do it. But yeah, so I told them, man, I ain't gonna do that. Like I said, the kids they actually get in it at the school, and they knocked it out again. I had to run, they could jump in it to keep it from running on top because the truck full, the bed was full of kids, and they're all on the inside. And they knocked it out again. It started rolling down the hill. I had to run and jump in real quick. But Yeah, I just got to put some in there lockers so the kids can. But I don't care about it. Get in there, have fun, enjoy it, jump up and down on it. You can't hurt it. But those cars, you can't even get near them, man. And that's what they do. They spend all that time. They ain't got time to do any other work. And then if they do want to do some work, what they think they want to do, they think they're gonna they think they the money people. They ain't got the money to do that. I'm just gonna put the I'm gonna buy something and pay somebody. You ain't got the money to pay nobody to do it. You don't have the I don't care what they tell you. Don't have the money to do it. People thinking they're gonna go out here and they lying to you, telling they're gonna buy them 15 houses and an apartment complex and stuff. No, you ain't gonna do that. You know how much money that costs to do that. And what happened? They can lie to us. They'll tell a lie for that'll give them 5 to 10 years worth of lies they can tell, because they can tell you, oh, by the time I'm 60, and they 50 now. I'm gonna by the time I'm 65, I'm gonna have me 15 houses and an apartment complex. I'm looking now, and they 55. They got 10 years to lie content on YouTube to lie about it. Then by the time they get close to 65, well, I done the research and I found out that that's not something I want to do. I'm much better the way I'm at. Come on, man. That's just to give you content, give them content to lie. Because the 15 houses, no, a house nowadays, even a cheap hood house is now 60,000 and whatnot. So you just that's one you gotta fix up. Um, so nah, ain't none of that gonna happen, and we ain't got the money to do it. We just don't have the money to do it. That's why you see us when we talking about doing real estate and all that. And the first thing is talking about go get you some funding and try to find somebody else money to loan it to you and this and that, going into debt. And then when shit don't go right, we start to cry. Where they got me predatory lending. They done me wrong. They got me trapped on these student loans and stuff. All that comes from the fact that you're poor, and you want to be able to have access to all these other avenues. You don't want to put in the hard work. You think you're gonna skip the. You think you're gonna. Hey, what's going on? All right. You think you're gonna be able to skip doing this right here? What you think? Hey, Cujo. What kind of dogs? What kind?
Three.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What kind are they? What's the name of them?
And Rocky.
Okay, okay.
Rocky. Philip.
Okay, okay.
The family is Wolf.
Wolf. He's Wolf.
Yeah, Husky.
Wolf and Husky. Okay. All right. They're pretty. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, but what you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna be able to skip over there? You think you're gonna be able to skip not having to stay up there at 11 o'clock at night, sweating and building your own stuff, learning how to actually do it, getting splinters in your hands, back sore from toting lumber and stuff. You think you're gonna skip all of that? You think the universe is gonna let you just come through and skip all of that, and then you come up here and you're gonna start a business? You think the universe is gonna let you skip not having to have not having to worry about how you're gonna make payroll for? No, here it is on Thursday afternoon, and you gotta make payroll Friday morning, and you think the universe gonna let you skip that, and you just all of a sudden have all the funding you need to run your business? You think that's gonna happen? It's not. You're gonna have to go through all of that, because the universe is only gonna let the strongest survive. Just like I said, just like a seed in the ground. It don't, you think a seed you're gonna just sprout up and be able to produce fruit and vegetables and stuff? No, it's gonna have to go and actually have to fight the sun, the rain, the bugs. Hey, how y'all doing? Good, good. Yeah, it's gonna have to. Hey, how you doing? All right. It's gonna have to go through. Oh, you good? I'm going towards me, so you know.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Just
All
wanted to
right. So
make
no problem. So you think you're gonna be able to fight through? Or you're gonna miss all of that, and you just gonna skip it, and you're gonna now be a real estate magnate, or you're gonna be somebody who's gonna develop a community? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So you might as well go ahead now while you got the energy and you got the capacity to do it, and learn it. It don't take long. It don't take long. It take about 2 years out of your life for you to actually come out and build a small sustainable business. All it takes is about 2 years. And it doesn't, bye bye. It doesn't require your business. You don't have to have 12 employees. You don't have to be making $1 million, $60,000 a month and all that to have. See you later, man. To have a successful business. Like I told you, all I look for when I'm doing a business, I look to have at least try to get about $500 a day. If I can hit $500 a day, I'm good. That's a great living. That's all you gotta do. See if you can get $500 a day, and then from there build off of that. But $500 a day out of a little place like this, hey, I can't ask for no more than that. Can't ask for no more than that. That's all the community can support this thing at right now. I say if I get $500 a day out of this thing, and I don't have to be here, and I'm constantly getting equity in my buildings. I'm constantly getting more market share. I'm constantly getting more exposure. I'm learning more about the business. I'm getting better equipment. I'm making better ice cream. So I'm learning all of that, and it's all coming in time. But you all think you all gonna come in and you all gonna jump in here and you're gonna be making it used to be $300 or $200. I remember when I first started doing the appliance boot camp. If people made $200 a day, they were happy. Oh man, this is great, and they were quitting their job. Now we got all these people talking about they make 100,000, 10,000, 200, $500, $200 a day don't seem sexy enough now. So now they don't push the lie on out there now. It used to be everybody wanted to make 100,000. That was the thing. If I can make 100,000, I'm good. I'm good. But now they don't push that lie out there so far. And 100,000 ain't good enough now. You gotta do that a month. You gotta make 100,000 a month. You gotta make 100,000 a week. So now you got people having to lie about that and trying to keep that image up and stuff. But I'm telling you, if you can find you a little something that can push you out about $500 a day, man, you great. You are great, and you don't have to do a lot of hands on to it. You great. It'll allow you it will allow you to do so much in life. It will. It will allow you to do so much in life and have a freedom that you wouldn't believe of. If you got something that's constantly just kicking that out, constantly kicking that out. And I think a lot of things that happen, we got spoiled. A lot of people got spoiled with this YouTube stuff. Like I say, during the pandemic, when people just throwing money out there, you might could do 30, 40,000, even 50, 60,000 on YouTube a month. And people just got used to it and thought that money was going to stay all the time. That money's gone. And now they have to figure out if they didn't take it and put it into something like this and learn it and get this to actually start producing that 25, 30, $40,000 a month, they're going to be in trouble because they constantly pushing, trying to get more stuff on that YouTube. And it's gotten to the point now, a lot of the content that come on YouTube, and I love YouTube. I'm getting to the point I can't watch it because the audience have now became too mature and too educated, and the a lot of the content creators hasn't advanced as far as the audience has. So all the audience just had was the basic stuff to get out there, and everybody else didn't even know the basics. So it was great. But now that the basics is over with, and the audience now is looking for some high end information. They looking for real numbers. They looking for real solid meat. And I think the content creators right now are in a place where they just can't give it to them, to what the audience is looking for. I know I can't find it right now. I used to love looking at the alumni, but the funny thing happened even with me. I don't post as much because once you busy working in your business and stuff, you ain't got time to do this. You just don't have time to do it. You busy doing real life stuff. You just don't have time to do it anymore. You think, man, I got to turn the camera on, man. Forget that. I got to get this thing done and get going. And you're going to make your money because you just don't have time to do it anymore because you're doing real business. And then you get to a point, kind of where I'm at right now, where you're saying, okay, I don't want to saturate it. So now I'm saying it's a little bit different. Well, I'm saying, okay, it's some money out here to be made in this thing, but I don't know if I want to saturate the market in here. Because unfortunately, it's a good thing when we come out and we test the market out. Let me Man, if he had a V8 there, he would surely kill himself. But it, when we test, when we come out and we test the market, um, we a lot of times because we test it, we find it out. A lot of people run straight into that market, and we don't have a lot of diversification because only a few of us actually really go out here and do real business. So the one or two businesses that we do put out there, everybody seems to run to it because it's safe, and they know, oh, that person done it. Not many people out there venturing out doing other businesses. Everybody trying to get, no, a lot of times people are trying to get into real estate and they find out quick. You don't know what you're doing in real estate. You lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. You lose money quick. And that, a lot of them got taken. So a lot of them getting out of that real estate because they ain't got no more money and whatnot. But if you come out here and you can learn this business, you can learn the kettle corn business, shaved ice business. Just go out there and do it. And appliance repair will give you enough cash to go out there and learn another business. You ain't got to necessarily do the ice cream. If you want to get into the frozen dessert, do the shaved ice. Shaved ice is just as much money as ice cream, and half the cost, not even a third of the cost, because the machine you need for shaved ice ain't but $200, and all you can use bag ice, and you get the syrups and stuff, and you're doing the same thing. Kettle corn, if you're gonna do kettle corn, it can cost you a couple of thousand to get going. It's still cheaper than homemade ice cream. I like homemade ice cream. For one, I have a somewhat of a boundary because of the price, the entry point to get in. So I know I don't care if nobody's selling no Hershey's or no selling no retail ice cream like that. They ain't no competition. But if they're gonna start making homemade ice cream, I know it's a boundary. It's a gateway, which is a batch freezer to keep you from getting in, and you're gonna have to have a facility here to actually do it at. So I know that those are the things that kind of keep this business right here from people allowing a lot of people to get in that doesn't have a other business or some money to get them in. But I do know appliance repair. If you run your appliance repair business for 3 to 5 years, and you do it the way I tell you to do it, you have enough cash to actually do one of these. And that's why a lot of them are getting into it, a lot of alumni, because they got enough cash to do it. And you don't have to have no special license like electrical contract and stuff, but you got to get past that batch freezer. And unless you got $5, $6, $9,000, you ain't getting in. And that's just to get started. If you're gonna actually grow it out to where you're gonna start doing a lot more stuff, you're gonna have to go to the next step up. And next step up, that batch freezer, unless you're gonna do like I do, where you get them and you actually refurbish them, and where you can get them for like maybe less than 8,000 for an old one that you're gonna have to rebuild. You better come with 20 or 30, 20, 30, $40,000 to get to the one where you can really push out ice cream. You get to the 24 quart machines. Now you got enough to do those have a $500,000 store or more out of there. So, but I've been here longer than I expected. I gotta shoot another video tonight, so I'm gonna go shoot that other video. My son is out there at the place working out, so I'm gonna go grab him. But if you hadn't already and you want to get started into appliance repair, or you want to started into frozen dessert, homemade ice cream, kettle corn. We got kettle corn coming up this fall. Click the link on the description. Go to appliancebootcamp.com, sign up. I teach you everything you need to know how to start your own appliance repair business. From there, you can make enough money to get into the homemade ice cream, get into the kettle corn. If you don't want to do it, the ice cream or the kettle corn, you can give it to your son, your daughter, your wife, any of that. You get them going into their own business. Like I say, starting in September, you won't be able to get the bundle anymore. We're going to change the prices. Also, starting in September, not making what September, or when I make that first dollar out that window at that shipping container. When that shipping container sit down and the first person come through there and pay me a dollar out that window, hey, it's all bets are off. The money it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. So if you want to get it now, you can get the whole bundle for $1,700, where you get the ice cream, you'll get the kettle corn steel, you'll get the appliance repair, you get the garage door. But come September, or when that first dollar I make out that window over there in Rocky Mount, I'm separating everything, and the price is gonna go up, and we're gonna start treating it as no longer be me selling courses. I'm gonna be showing you, giving you business models, and actually doing somewhat like a franchise. It'd be like you going to Mr. Appliance. It'd be like you going over to Rita's. I'm gonna be doing that because at that point in time, it's not really a business for me then. It's more so then. I do it. I don't really need the money then to actually make things work. The ice cream parlors and stuff take care of all of that. And if I'm going to spend some time with somebody, I'm going to make it worth my while, and it's going to be worth their while. I can be giving them more one-on-one and get them going, and get the money they need to make real quick, and I have more time for myself and my family. So once again, thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.